What's up, good people? How you doing? Always got to get my life together. So, how's everybody doing? I hope you're doing really great. As you know, if you heard me before, I'm not even sure if I said it. I think I did, but I've moved from where I was at to where I'm at now. Not giving location because it's not really important. But for those that may have the good fortune to come through where I stay, all I ask is that you just respect not giving out my information and stuff like that, because that would not be good for my mental stabilities. I'm very picky. I always have been, but then again, I'm a very like I'm that John. Okay. So but as I'm getting more conscious and aware and more careful and more reminders, I'm picky. Definitely picky about who I want to come into my space, because that's very important. Energy is very important to me. So just had to put that out there. But hello, everybody. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this brief live, but I am. So welcome to Aisha Speaks Jade podcast, where I am your hostess, Aisha, also lovingly known as Jade. And I am doing a live video, or a live podcast, I should say, this evening, or wherever you may be at. You got to forgive me because I'm working on two different things. So I hope everyone has had a wonderful week thus far, and if not, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. You see, I am Buddha out and getting some Zen and getting myself together. For this whole week, this is an exception. I'm speaking on the 7 chakras real briefly, just doing some affirmations on the 7 chakras. So when I get done, I'm going to give out my social media and make sure that you like it and or join, and tell a friend to what? Tell a friend. So again, welcome to Aisha Speaks Jade podcast, doing a live podcast today, which is Thursday. I'm sorry. Doing a live podcast on Thursday today, November the 21st, 2019. Guys, we are almost in 2020. It is almost Thanksgiving, which I feel personally, you should be thankful every day. You should be Thanksgiving every day. You should not wait until the month of November to honor Thanksgiving, right? Okay. So let me go where I'm supposed to go before I get any more off track. So this evening, I want to speak briefly about quick tips to jumpstart change your life. Quick tips to jumpstart change your life. For some of us, we feel like we could be at a certain age where maybe we don't think that we can do it anymore, right? Or a lot of times we may feel like we need to give up, or we're satisfying our families, our relationships, and don't feel like we're getting anything back, and or that we're not taking care of ourselves. So let me tell you from experience, because I go through it as well. Get your life, okay? So these quick tips to jumpstart change your life. The first one is feed your mind and exercise positive focus each morning. Feed your mind and focus. My apologies. And exercise positive focus each morning, okay? Take time out to focus on what you need to do. If you're anything like me, I am thinking about 100 things at one time. Not healthy, and it's not going to happen. You got to take maybe 1, possibly 2, things, if you can do that, to focus each morning. Okay? Yes. So do that. Take one thing, maybe two, but one thing, and focus on that each and every day or morning. Just focus on it each day. Okay? That one thing. Okay? Feed your mind with things that are positive and healthy for you, okay? Keep that brain going, stimulated, and going every day, right? With something positive. Whether that's my podcast, other people's podcast, reading something, whatever it is for you, make sure it's positive and healthy and good for you. The next would be begin each day with a protein-rich breakfast. They say the most important meal of the day is breakfast. So make sure that you get those proteins in, okay, when you're eating in the morning, okay? The next is, and in addition to what I just said, the next would be eat lean, clean, and green. Eat lean, clean, and green. Okay? Make sure you get your greens in. Let it be a clean meal, and let it be lean. Okay? You don't have to have 2 and 3 plates like I know my brown community. That's how we used to eat. Eating 2 and 3 plates. No, just eat a portion size, nothing too much, but eat a nice portion, lean, clean, and green. Okay, get those greens in. Greens are so important in eating clean. Next is make sure that you drink water in abundance daily. Drink water in abundance daily. So we know that water doesn't necessarily, just water does not have a taste. So a lot of times people don't like to drink water. Well, they have, and I'm showing an empty can, but if you're into sparkling water, there's bubbly. There's bubbly water if you want to have a little flavor with it. A little flavor with your water. You can put a spritzer. You can be creative, right? You don't just have to drink water. Or if that's not your twist and you can drink water, make sure you get some good alkaline water, 8 and up for me. I do 8.5 and up. I don't do anything under 8.5. I forgot what the standard is or whatever, but I'm into alkaline water, a little more purified. It tastes different. Tap water wherever it's a lot of things. They, sadly, people, government has put nasty things in water. Back in the day also, if you don't feel like, why do we buy water? But if you want to get some water, boil it. Back in the day, we boiled it, to be honest. I can remember my mom just getting some water from the sink, and she boiled it, and that's what it was, okay? It didn't harm me. So make sure that you incorporate water into your life on a daily. They say 8 glasses. If you can do 8 glasses, that's fine. Or if you can get a gallon of water, do that as well. But make sure that you get water in your system so that it can clean out or cleanse out your body. The next is also, I know that can be a task for a lot of people due to whatever the reasons are, work or insomnia or whatever. If you can, try to make it a goal. Enjoy a minimum of 7 hours of rest each night. I know, a lot of moms or a lot of dads, they have kids and things of that nature, but find some time. Okay, put the kids down after a certain amount of hours, especially if they're young. Get them fed, a shower or whatever, and get them to bed at a reasonable time, and then you have time to yourself. Okay, so perhaps you can make that a work in progress to at least get a minimum of 7 hours of rest. Okay. Next would be EFAST principle. Say no. Say no in order to create space for you. And I know we have been some yes people. Let's be honest. You know, we want to please everybody. We don't want to disappoint anybody. You know, so we'll say yes, knowing that that's really not what we mean. So create that no space. It's okay. It is okay to say no. Create a positive space for yourself. Create a mental, emotional space for yourself, because nobody else is going to love you the way that you love you. Okay? So create that space for you. Next is keep a food, a mood, and energy journal. A food, a mood, and energy journal, because sometimes certain foods can put us in different moods. Sometimes our moods, based on what we've been through for that day, can put us in different spaces, as well as our energy, right? So create those journals, a food, a mood, and energy journal. With that, I say, you know, when you're in that negative space, you can kind of go back and reference and be like, okay, so what did I eat today? Or who was I around? Or, you know, what happened in that space where my mood was really negative, and as far as my energy, what brought my energy down? Okay, they do coincide. So make sure that you jot something down. If you're into journaling, do that. You know, sometimes we have to change ourselves for the best instead of staying, in that same place. Next is move your body, meaning get out, get out sometimes. If you work for corporate America, get out on that lunch break based on the weather and take a walk. Or if your building is big enough where there's a workspace, somewhere where you can walk, or maybe you might have a gym at your job, like find that space and move your body. Even if you're sitting at a desk, it's not really, you can't sit down for long periods of time. So get up where you're at. Let's just say you can't move at that moment. Get up where you're at and do some exercise. YouTube is wonderful. It has a huge amount of things that you can do in reference to exercising or moving your body right where you're at, even if you're at your desk. If you work your own business, take a few moments and just get some fresh air, or just move your body, because if not, it's going to be stiff and the blood is not going to circulate. And me being diabetic, let me tell you, if I sit for a large amount of hours, my body is hurting. Okay, it's sometimes hard for me to walk. I start off slow, then I'm kind of moving my body so I can get that circulation back in. Okay, I don't know anybody's pockets or wallets, but if you financially can, from time to time, treat yourself to a nice massage. That can help as well. Get that blood circulating and stuff like that. Let that be a treat if you can. And also, next is get out of your normal space. I know sometimes we can get very used to and stuck being in our same place. Our mind frame is like, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to continue to keep doing it this way. Well, sometimes you have to be open-minded. Sometimes you have to be uncomfortable to be comfortable with getting out of your old habits and trying some new habits. I'm not saying jump right into it, but what I am saying is take a chance. Take it one footstep at a time. Take a chance to do it. You'll find that once you start stepping out footstep by footstep, that you're really going to be satisfied. You're going to want to do more. And that's good. Get out of that box. And lastly, express gratitude daily. Express gratitude daily. We have to just be appreciative and grateful and humble and thankful, because the rest of this evening, or based on whatever time frame that you're in, it is not promised to us. If you we lost someone. I think I spoke about it on my personal page. I spoke about how about 2 weeks ago we lost someone who was under 40, and she was on the clock at work, and she was in the Sandy Springs area, and the weather was pretty bad that day, and just the freak of nature, a tree came down and killed her instantly, right? And so we are not promised. And sadly, yesterday I found out that we lost someone else. She was 33 years old. She transitioned out of this world from ovarian cancer. 33 years old. Okay, so our lives are not promised to us, so we have to be the best that we can be our best selves. Live as right as we can, because none of us are perfect, and if you think you're perfect, surprise, you are not. You are not perfect. Be the best person, be the best self that you can be, live the best life that you can, treat people good, demand that respect, okay, and accomplish your goals. I don't know how many goals you have, but try to accomplish at least one or two of those goals, or just accomplish as many goals that you can, whatever your go-to belief is, go to that, find peace with it, okay? And just do what needs to be done, and stop worrying about the wrong things, right? Let people live. You don't have to agree with it. I'm not saying that, but you have to respect people, okay? And so that's all I really wanted to say about that. I hope that it was very insightful for you. So let me invite you to my social media platform. I am right here, right now on Facebook Live. I am on Instagram, Twitter, and I have a YouTube channel, and you can find me at Aisha Speaks Jade. Again, I'm here right now on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I have a YouTube channel, Aisha Speaks Jade. On my YouTube channel, please go and subscribe. Hit that thumbnail, hit that notification bell. I would love for you to follow me. Look at the replays. If you have any suggestions, please put that as well. Comments, put that as well. Also, if you are on LinkedIn, I have that platform as well. You can find me at Aisha Jade Speaks. Aisha Jade Speaks. Okay, so I appreciate you guys so much. As always, I want you to have an awesome evening. Don't go to bed mad. Whatever needs to be talked about, let it be talked about. Even if you agree to disagree, that is what that is. Okay, so with that being said, enjoy yourself, love yourself, know your worth and your value. Respect yourself, create your greatness, and create your happiness. Remove toxic people, okay? And again, just be your best self. And with that in mind, I say have a great evening. Peace and blessings be upon each and every one of you. Namaste and Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Peace out.